I don't talk about pop culture that often on this YouTube channel. One of my all-time favorite TV shows is the game show produced by Nickelodeon. You've probably heard of it. It's very messy. It's called Double Dare. And on a previous video on this channel, I reviewed the 2016 Thanksgiving reunion special, which was awful, by the way. But then I also reviewed the 2018 revival of this show and the companion live tour, which both were absolutely wonderful. Unfortunately, I have some very bad and sad news to report. Nickelodeon has decided to cancel, that's right, cancel the current edition of Double Dare after being on the air for just a little bit over a year. What will happen is this: 8 more episodes will air on Nickelodeon. 4 will air around Halloween time, and then 4 will air around Christmas. These are both holiday-themed episodes. And that's it. No more Double Dare on Nickelodeon. Now, how did I find out about this information? I logged onto Facebook today. It was around noontime here in North Carolina, and I saw where one of my favorite fan pages, Game Show Garbage, had actually posted the news. Note that this news came not directly from Nickelodeon or even a reputable entertainment news site. No, it was first reported by Mark Summers himself on his Instagram page. Okay, so I will now read the post verbatim from Mr. Summers. At tip nickalive.blogspot.com. Let's see. It's actually on his Twitter page, I should say. Let's see here. Twitter page and then his Instagram. Okay. Double Dare on TV has been canceled. 8 more shows will air in October and December, but then it disappears. So this becomes my farewell tour. Last time I will ever perform this show. Go to DoubleDareLive.com and book some seats. After December 22nd, I'm done. Mark also paid tribute to the show on Instagram. He says, "Where do I begin? 33 years is a long time to do anything. Double Dare has been an amazing opportunity for me. And whether they admit it or not, put Nickelodeon on the map. I pushed for 10 years and got it back. We shot a total of 60 episodes. 4 more will air in October and the last 4 in December. There will be no season 3, so I'm announcing my farewell tour. Go to Double Dare Live Tour to see all the dates. We are adding more. Check it weekly." Okay, here's the statement that really tells you everything you know about how the cancellation news came about. "But after December 22nd, I will never do this show again. Thanks for all your support over the years. I've had a ball and thousands of smiles and laughs entertaining a few generations. Stay tuned for what happens next." Okay. And then person INU post on Twitter, "I guess ratings were not good enough, but hey, it had a good run." Mark Summers then tweeted, "Ratings were fine. It wasn't about that." Okay. So clearly Mark is very angry at Nickelodeon. So this was Nickelodeon's decision, as you can see, because he used the language, "and whether they admit it or not, put Nickelodeon on the map. I am done. I will never do this show again after December 22nd. Clearly this was Nickelodeon's decision. Now, had this have been Mark Summers' decision, I'd be surprised, very surprised, but I could at least respect it. However, I cannot support or respect even this decision by Nickelodeon. This was just a terrible decision on their part. So what? Mark said it wasn't about the ratings, okay? So what was it about then? Why would Nickelodeon cancel a show that received good ratings, and because it was a game show, was cheap to produce? Let's see. Let's do a little formula here. Good ratings equal more viewers that see your show, which equal more people that are probably going to see your commercials during the commercial breaks, plus cheap production cost. Now, I'm not an economic whiz, but I think that means money, 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 right? Uh, you know, but let me analyze this. The Probably one of the reasons Nick is canceled this is that they were never serious about the show being a long-term investment, which is very sad. I mean, remember the original Double Dare ran from the fall of 1986 until the early part of February 1993. 6 years on the air, 482 episodes. I mean, you could go. A lot of times these episodes aired daily after school. A lot, but the bare minimum they at least aired every Saturday and Sunday afternoon or early evening. Generally, it was always on between like 4 to like 8, somewhere in that time frame. Now in April 2018, Nick says they'll bring the show back for 40 episodes. That's for a show that's going to air Monday through Friday, that's a okay order. A better order would have been 65 episodes. 40 is okay. The problem was they said we're going to air them in the summer of 2018. Had it have been a fall show, maybe they would have even had better ratings, okay, to start. Now, keep in mind, 1.84 million people watched the first episode of the 2018 edition back on June 25th. This was a Monday night in the middle of the summer, okay, which is very good. I mean, anything over a million cable TV is very good. Keep in mind, and again, I'm quoting their Wikipedia page here, by the way. It was the most watched show on Nickelodeon the entire day. It had the highest rated show in the 12 to 17 age demographic. Okay. Also, this next was probably the most amazing one. Adults 18 to 49, among adults 18 to 49, Double Dare, the premiere of Double Dare, okay, in 2018 was the most watched show on Nickelodeon, and that includes all of Nick at Night too. Most watched show on the entire channel in over 5 years, okay? Now, keep in mind, ratings, they went down a little bit. They still were just about at 1 million by the end of the second week. Still very good for cable, okay? Nick did the Monday through Friday airings, but they stopped on July 27th, even though they had 16 episodes left to air. Now, what they did was they went to weekly airings, airing the show once a week on Friday nights. Now, that right there was the first sign that I knew that Double Dare would not be on the air for much longer. Okay, that was the very first sign. I was, I mean, look, when Double Dare went back on the air, June of last year, I was hoping. I said, look, I'm hoping that they'll be on the air at least 3 years, maybe 3 to 5 years. I think would be a solid run. If they're on longer than that, hey, great. At least 3 years. We'll say at least 300 episodes. It's crazy. But the weekly airings, they started September 30th, Friday nights at 8. Which I prefer daily. Weekly, I mean, on Friday nights, I mean, you go back to the 90s when I'm in elementary school, middle school, and about TGIF on ABC, right? Kind of reminds you of the Friday nights then, right? But the last Friday night episode airs on November 9th, and then they go back to really sporadic airings. They have a special that airs on Thanksgiving Eve, and 3 little episodes from December 26th to December 28th. Friday episodes come back on January 4th, but again end on February 1st. Then they go into this this bull crap called theme weeks, where we're going to air even less episodes less frequently. Because even though Double Dare is doing great in the ratings, we, the corporate bigwigs at Nickelodeon, don't give a damn. Okay? We don't care. We hate this show. We hate millennials, okay? We're going to give you these little theme weeks, okay? So they do a Kids' Choice Awards week in March for 4 episodes. Whoop-de-doo. WWE week in April for 4 episodes. And then this last one really just takes the cake. This is really a pen drop. SpongeBob week for 4 episodes in July. SpongeBob week. Think about SpongeBob. That cartoon that originally killed the good 90s Nickelodeon, okay? Because when SpongeBob started to air, you notice that all the game shows vanish from Nickelodeon. New episodes and reruns, all the game shows go away as soon as SpongeBob starts airing back in 1999. Why the hell is this show on for 20 years? I don't know. Crazy. The Simpsons, let me tell you, Simpsons is an amazing, great show. Yeah, I mean, it's a great show. It's been on the air, over 30 years now, but it's a great show. SpongeBob, give me a break. No. SpongeBob, okay. 2 months later, we get the turd burger where we're at now called cancellation, okay. Now, the final run of this 2018-2019 version of Double Dare is a pathetic 60 episodes. Even more pathetic, 36 of which of these episodes were scattered about like cigarette butts off a freeway over a 1.5 year period. Pathetic. Ugly. But another bad thing about Double Dare ending is the live tour is going to be gone too. The last date is December 22nd. Just like a little over 3 months from now. That's. Now remember, after the original Double Dare aired its last episode in February 1993, the live tour went on for another, not 2 months. No, it went on for another 2 years. Okay? Yeah. I mean, Nick used to respect its ratings, its good ratings show, used to respect its legacy, and now it doesn't anymore. It's really a darn shame. Okay. Now, if you want to go to a live tour of Double Dare, I highly recommend it. It's amazing. You're gonna have an amazing time, even if you're not a contestant. Mark Summers is just one of the best game show hosts out there. He's great. But Double Dare Live Tour is the website. Tours are only going to be, dates are only going to be in New England and the West Coast. I mean, I'm very fortunate that I had the chance to go to a show last November in Charlotte. I only wish now that the show is going to be canceled, I wish I had the money to go to more. I mean, Nickelodeon's really giving us millennials a turd sandwich here. I mean, 3 months left of show dates in 2 of the most far-flung corners of the country, right? Ridiculous. Oh, but another thing, too, is no Tournament of Champions to end the show's run like the 86-93 run did. It's just ridiculous. Another thing, too, is Nickelodeon did not have the courtesy either to at least put out a press release on this matter. I mean, this news came from Mark Summers' Instagram, Twitter feed, which was posted on an indie game show news site. It's ridiculous. Crazy, Look, let me just say, shame on you, Nickelodeon. Shame on you. If you want the show to end so badly, how about giving we, the longtime fans here, the millennials, the ones that start to have a little more income, buying houses, having babies, getting married, hopefully not in that order, but you get the point. How about one more season, okay? Let's do 65 episodes, and you have to air Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. No more of this. We're going to air a show on Friday here, and then take 3 weeks off, and air Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday here, and then take 3 months off again. No more of that bullshit. That's right, I said it. I cursed. Oh my gosh. Monday through Friday, okay? And then, after the 8 o'clock show, you can go ahead and air classic episodes at 8:30. I know this is going to be really painful for you, but it'll help us longtime fans cope, okay? Really. Okay. And classic episodes, they can be the 2000 edition, or they can even be the 86-93 version. I don't care. Just give us something, okay? Finally, let's air one 2-hour long episode. Say goodbye to this show. Say goodbye to Mark Summers' legacy as host of Double Dare 2. Okay. Even though, yeah, Liza Koshy's the host, but really this show is all about Mark Summers. Okay, really. Last thing we're going to do is one 2-hour long episode. First hour can be sort of a history of Double Dare, feature the best moments of the whole Double Dare run from 86 to 93 to 2000. Okay. And even talk a little bit about the 2018 revival, but just, maybe 5 minutes, nothing more, okay? Have interviews with Harvey, Robin, maybe go down to Nickelodeon studio, the original Nickelodeon studios in Orlando, and, look at the history of that too a little bit, okay? And then the second hour, have a Tournament of Champions special, and this should be just like the 1993 edition, where the first half hour, first half hour is going to be two teams, top two teams for, no, wait a minute. Yeah. What am I saying here? Top two teams for knowledge, okay, and the top two teams for speed, okay, go on the obstacle course, or, something like that, and then that whole thing. Maybe do a third hour, I guess. Top two teams in one episode, top two teams on another, and then the final, maybe 2.5 hours, and the final half hour, the top team that answered the most questions, trivia questions, the one answered the obstacle course fast, I should say. Now look, I think we can put to bed any chance of a Nick Arcade or Legends of Hidden Temple revival with this way, because of the way Double Dare was treated. I mean, I know that if I'm Stone Stanley, who created Legends of Hidden Temple, or Phil Moore, host of Nick Arcade, I mean, I certainly would not want to be treated the way Double Dare has been treated Nickelodeon. I mean, also remember what Mark Summers said. These words are very telling. I will never do this show again. I mean, Mark Summers is 68 years old, okay? Remember, Bob Barker hosted The Price is Right until he was 83. So I mean, somebody different run Nickelodeon, yeah, but I mean, Mark Summers, what he said really, he's done, unfortunately. Nickelodeon pissed off a great man. It's really sad, But look, I wish nothing but the best for Mark Summers. I mean, maybe he will go back to being the executive producer of Restaurant Impossible, which is a great show. Look, can I say this to Mark Summers? Please, Mark, create a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week network about classic Nickelodeon. So where we all us 90s kids can see all the great Nick shows of our youth. I mean, you have Nick Splat, the streaming service, that's $10 a month, but you only have a couple cartoons on there. There's no game shows on there. And Nick Splat on Team Nick is great if you have a satellite service in our night hour, or have a DVR and can stay up from 10 at night till 6 a.m. Really, give me a break. Why not air Nick Splat on Nick at Night? I mean, have you seen Nick at Night's ratings lately? They are declining bigly. Ugh. But look, I mean, at least there's this. Amazon has a few episodes of the classic Double Dare on there, and also you can look at Daily Motion. Some of them are even on YouTube, but the copyright police from Nickelodeon are constantly patrolling YouTube for those. But you can watch all of the new 2018-2019 episodes of Double Dare on Amazon. It does cost $2 episode. Okay, now what? Here's my final thought. I wish nothing but bankruptcy for Nickelodeon. You had a hit on your hands and you just threw it away like a piece of garbage. But what you call a piece of garbage, I will call one of the top 5 best TV shows of all time. I'm the Conservative Pelican, and that is all I got to say about that. Bye-bye.